What's up, everybody? This is a brand new video and something completely different from what I've uploaded on this channel before. I asked the Egomaniacs if you guys wanted to see my Sega Genesis collection, so here it is. Going to show you my Sega Genesis collection. Alright guys, before we keep talking about retro video games, why don't we talk about modern? Things that I'm playing right now. Ethan Page and TAMU have teamed up on this week's video, this Sega Genesis collection video. TAMU is the sponsor and they actually hooked me up with a lot of cool stuff. So I got to try the website, hand select some amazing items, and I got to test them out myself. Let me tell you what TAMU is. It is a website, an app, and right now there is a site-wide 90% off sale. The prices compared to their competition are absolutely insane. For instance, I got this awesome Nintendo Switch wireless controller, and I'm huge in using these. Listen, do I like the Nintendo Switch controllers? Yes. I like the design, I like the colors, I like the options, I like that you get to switch them in and out. But if I'm gonna sit on the couch and play video games with my kids and my wife, I want a nice handheld wireless, and this thing is Dad's new favorite. And the price, absolutely nuts. I wanna say it was under $15. These bad boys are incredible. So if you wanna try it out, there's free shipping and a free return policy. But if you download the TAMU app through the link or code in the description, and you can get a $100 coupon bundle to use on the TAMU app or website. And I wanted to show you these light up Nintendo controllers that I got. Look how cool these things are. They light up on the sides just to show you that they're functional. These are so amazing. Yeah, and you want to switch them out? No problem. The prices are nuts, guys, honestly. And the fact that everything works, the quality is good. It didn't take long to get shipped to my house. And TAMU, the website, kind of blew me away. After applying for the $100 coupons, new users can get the Nintendo Switch for only $254. You could save around $100 by purchasing the TAMU instead of other websites. Regular price on other sites is about $355, and the regular price on TAMU is $320. But exclusive offers for my fans, $299 for new users only, and applying the $100 coupons, you could get it for $254. And make sure you thank TAMU for sponsoring this week's video, where I break down all of my Sega Genesis collection. So enjoy this video, and thank you to TAMU for sponsoring, and I'm gonna enjoy. Thanks, TAMU. I'm going to show you my Sega Genesis collection in detail. Now, not too much detail. If I named every single game, we'd probably be here for an hour. That's not the goal. I know some of you guys like my hour-long videos. Those are gonna have to be for special occasions. I'm doing my best to upload more content for you guys. So I asked you guys, you wanted to see my collection. You said yes in the comments. So now here we are talking about a game system that's old as hell.
The Sega Genesis has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing do? What if you don't have blast processing?
I have been collecting Sega Genesis games. I mean, technically, since I was probably 5 or 6 years old. I received the Sega Genesis that came with Sonic 2. It's literally this system that's sitting on this desk right here. This is the system that I've kept my entire life. Since I got it, same system. Same games have actually been in here, so later on in this video, I'll probably end it letting you guys know games that I actually played when I was a kid and which ones I still have in my collection. I'm gonna go through different game genres, why I collect what I collect, where I got some of the stuff, and why I bought it. I'm gonna do my best to show you guys the size and depth of this Sega Genesis collection. Things I've been collecting since I was 5 or 6 years old. Really ramping it up on the Toy Hunt vlog, which has lasted on this YouTube channel for well over a year weekly. Now imagine, I go to toy stores, literally every single week for you guys on Sundays. This video, not part of that series. There will still be a Toy Hunt vlog coming out this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is just bonus. In those Toy Hunts, I've been buying these games. I don't have any real rules when it comes to buying Sega Genesis games. It's not like they all have to have the manual. They don't all have to have cases or boxes. They don't even have to have a full complete sticker on the cartridge. For me, it's about rebuying games that I wish I had as a kid, that my friends either had or I maybe played once or I rented once. So that's kind of the process of how my brain works when it comes to finding these games. And I'll be honest with you, there are games that I had no idea even existed. So I found this Judge Dredd game, literally just on a toy hunt in my hometown of Hamilton. My Sega Genesis collection grows with Judge Dredd. No clue that they even made that game. Berenstain Bears, didn't even know they made this game. Real big when I was a kid. Where's Waldo? Haven't even plugged this in. I don't know how the hell this is a game or why it was made. Magic School Bus, another random ass game in my collection that I found on a toy hunt. Legitimately, one of the most fun Sega Genesis games I've ever played. I bought that on a recent toy hunt actually. So that kind of gives you what the f of Sega Genesis game. Oh, this one here too. I bought this too. I was on a game hunt with Woodhawker for Beat 'em Ups. Shout out to Beat 'em Ups. Great collaboration on a couple videos on my channel.
Hey guys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing from you, and we love your support. Thanks a lot, guys. It all matters.
And on his, go check him out. I grabbed this Barbie Supermodel game. I played it with my wife, plugged it in. It's actually fun. It's a very fun game. But again, no clue. Why did they make a Sega Genesis game? Who knows? Either way, it's in my collection. I literally have my original Sega Genesis, but I have purchased multiples. I ended up getting an extra one just to be sure that the games that weren't working in my system weren't working at all. So I got a second system that I knew was clean and ready to go and good to go. My personal one, which is this one right here, has just been with me forever, and I love the damn thing and I never want to get rid of it. I have multiple controllers, 4 or 5. I should have counted before I filmed this. Either way, I have lots of options, which is great because thanks to the Egomaniacs, I've got this 4-player converter. I've got 2 of these just in case one goes down. You plug this into both first and second player and you can have 2 extra controllers added to your game, which is great when you are playing one of my favorite games of all time, Tiny Toon Adventures Acme All-Stars. Legit, one of the best games I've ever played, not just Sega Genesis. It's just a fun-ass game. You can play a bunch of sports on it. You got the Tiny Toon characters on it. Konami knocked this baby out of the park. I have bought this multiple times because my cartridge stopped working. This is one of my prized possessions in my Sega Genesis collection, which will lead us to essentially my Looney Tunes collection, or things that fall under that banner. We've got Animaniacs.
Say your prayers, varmint.
Chili. Need this. Hey, look where you're going!
Darling! Run wild with the Animaniacs in Hollywood on your Sega Genesis and Super NES. Collect props and scripts before Pinky and the Brain take over the world. It's Konami's Animaniacs video game.
I give it 4 stars.
I give it 5.
Tasmania. Multiple copies of Buster's Hidden Treasure. We've got Sylvester and Tweety in Caged Capers. So we've got a fun amount of games, and that could probably lead us all the way to my Disney collection. I don't know why I buy all these games. I think it's just because of the Disney nostalgia, but it's gotten kind of out of hand with the amount of stuff that I've gotten when it comes to Disney. We've got Belle's Quest, Pocahontas, Tailspin, Bonkers, Ariel. Let me pull this out actually. Ariel, the Little Mermaid, a game I had no idea existed, purchased on a toy hunt, found on a toy hunt, and played multiple times. I beat the damn game, guys. My wife witnessed the entire thing. It was magical. Either way, very fun game. Very glad I added to the collection. Quack Shot, give it to me by a fan. Lion King, a classic Sega Genesis game. Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mania, Fantasia. Oh, this game right here, another one. Purchased on a toy hunt. Pretty valuable game. Pinocchio. This game right here, one of the best Sega Genesis games ever made. I promise you, if you want to hunt it down, do it. If you play those emulator things, I'm not joking, give this a shot. Super fun. When it comes to kind of adaptation to game, most of the stuff sucks and you're just trying to buy it for the characters. This one I bought because I was like, oh, I buy all the Disney games. Someone on the hunt, I believe it was Kim, didn't even know this was a game. Apparently it's very good. Kim said it's very good. Pinocchio on the Genesis, and this looks as mint as ever. Took her word for it. She was right. Badass game. Continuing down. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Another copy of Fantasia, a lot of doubles. Disney's Aladdin. That's a classic. The Great Circus Mystery, another Mickey Mouse game. I've got multiple copies of The Jungle Book, and I've got Toy Story. So the Disney collection, massive. If you are a Sega Genesis collector and you know more Disney games that I don't have, leave it in the comments. Please, let me know. I'm always looking for new Disney games. And some of them actually end up being really fun to play. Pocahontas, another fun one. Like I mentioned, Pinocchio. And everyone says Quack Shot's fun, and I can't wait to plug that in. I still haven't had the chance. Free time is the most valuable thing in my life. And I'm not rich on free time. Continuing on with my collection, we've got the fighting games. So many fighting games, or as I like to call them, button mashers, because I don't know about the controls. But Street Fighter is a classic. We've got that. Saturday Night Slam Masters, technically a wrestling game, which we will get into, but it plays as a fighting game. Justice League, Task Force, fighting game, Mortal Kombat style, Street Fighter style. Tournament Fighters, Ninja Turtles. Not the best game, but can be fun. And then these three will stand the test of effing time. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal effing Kombat. Look at this shirt, guys. Love Mortal Kombat. Ooh, we got a classic Sonic 3 also in the collection.
Has it got huge new zone? Yeah! Twice as big as Sonic 2? Yeah! Does it have the 3D special stage? Yeah! Do it!
New Sonic 3 is now available at a store near you.
Not a fighting game, but just kind of sitting there. With the fighting games, I'm going to throw in the wrestling games, which brings me to the number one game I played the most, which was WWF Royal Rumble. In the collection, we also have WWF WrestleMania, WWF Raw, WWF Royal Rumble. Very fun games. We've also got a bunch of random stuff that I purchased. Games from movies or TV shows. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Virtual Bart, T2, Terminator 2, Home Alone, haven't played it. Cliffhanger, literally bought it because of the case. And Jurassic Park, still haven't plugged it in. I still, to this day, plug in my Sega Genesis. It's the best way for me to kind of... It's a good throwback for some heavy-duty entertainment. Love it. It's lasted the test of time for me, and I'm still buying stuff. Superhero and comic book properties. Wolverine, Adamantium. X-Men, played the hell out of this as a kid. We've got X-Men 2, right there. Spider-Man, very cool game. Maximum Carnage, very cool game. Batman Forever, Batman Returns. I've got the ever so elusive Batman 89. Like I said, doesn't matter about the cases and stuff like that. It's just finding a working copy for me. So you saw that I had Maximum Carnage, and you know that I have doubles. Thanks to Nyla Rose, very good friend of mine. I have Red Cart Maximum Carnage. Epic, by the way, to add to the collection. And thank you so much to Nyla Rose, which will continue our superhero video games. Batman, Revenge of the Joker. Superman, Captain America and the Avengers. This is such a fun side-scroller beat-em-up, as well as an arcade machine that I have played through and spent many of quarters playing. The Incredible Hulk. I have to be honest, this cartridge doesn't work, so I'm looking for another copy, but it's going to stay in the collection because I like the cart. The animated series, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Very cool. Separation Anxiety, another addition to the Spider-Man Marvel collection. Here are a bunch of random properties that turned into video games that I thought, oh, I really need to buy that. Hyperstone Heist, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This game is different than the Super Nintendo version. Real Monsters, Toxic Crusaders. That's pretty sick. I had no idea they even made that. Indiana Jones, RoboCop 3, The Incredible Crash Dummies, not the Crash Test Dummies, even though that's what I called it my entire life. Dick Tracy. Don't know why. I just needed those. Half of them I haven't even played. Actually, most of the stuff I haven't had time to play, which is heartbreaking. But when I see it and I don't have it, I'm getting it. Also got Tom and Jerry, VR Troopers, Ren and Stimpy, and last but not least, pretty expensive game, Gargoyles. Now, let's get to the fun part. The part where you guys get to know me a little bit more. What did I play when I was a kid? What were my favorite games? What was in my collection as a young child? What do I still have to this day? Other than my actual system, this stack represents my youth. A young Ethan. I remember my father picking up Spider-Man and X-Men for me, getting the game, and just being blown away at the fact that I had a Spider-Man. This was the Spider-Man game for me. This is the actual, not for sale, Sonic 2. Love the game, love the soundtracks. Earthworm Jim 2, by the way, means that I do not have Earthworm Jim 1 in my collection. I, for some reason, assumed I did. I will now hunt that and hopefully find it soon.
This is the story of Earthworm Jim video game. In outer space, a sweet evil cyborg lost a green cyberspace suit. Well, it smooshes. Right in that slimy Earthworm Jim, and blammo, he becomes a superpowered hero. He takes out that precious dog. Then that stupid worm goes onto the planet X. He even tries mucus spongy jumping.
And if that doesn't stop him, maybe the battle with Queen festering sweaty slug for a butt will. Earthworm Jim from playmates.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is a fighting game, Mortal Kombat Street Fighter style. Very fun game, and I had a turbo controller, which if you just hold it down, it's as if you were button mashing the same one. Zachary does a spinning axe move, and I would just hold down the turbo and just axe everybody to death. So thank you, Black Ranger.
I must have that new SEGA Power Rangers game! Goldar, steal it for me!
No wonder Rita wants that game. Look at those graphics!
Woo! And those moves!
Check out those battle zones! Let's go, Goldar! Sorry, Rita. You'll have to buy it like everyone else.
Huh?
SEGA!
Power Rangers for Sega Genesis. Also available for Game Gear and Sega CD. All sold separately.
Vector Man, effing classic. My uncle Sinisha hooked me up, kid. He owned it. I would play it when I would visit Michigan. Ironically, I live here now, own many copies of Vector Man. But that was a fun game for Sega Genesis for me. I loved it. It's super fun. If you've never played it, please go out of your way and try out Vector Man. This Royal Rumble, played it a million times. Love this freaking game. Razor Ramon's Razor's Edge is the best.
Oh, Razor's Edge! All right, get out of here, IRS.
This is such a fun game. Football 94, starring Joe Montana. Played the hell out of this game growing up. Battletoads, loved this game, never owned it, purchased it now, but I would always play it at friend's house. Battletoads is very nostalgic to me. Caliber 50, very fun game, kind of gifted to me from, I think, an uncle. Either way, I had no idea what it was, played it all the time. Streets of Rage 3, love beat 'em up games, love Streets of Rage. Bulls vs. Lakers, NBA playoffs, very fun basketball game. Super Thunder, it's a helicopter shooting game, super fun. The arcade game, WWF, yeah, that's right. The Superpower Pro Wrestling game, where people had superpowers. And then here is my copy of X-Men in the collection forever. I've got it boxed, unboxed. What a mess I've made. I asked you guys if you wanted to see my collection. You said yes. I hope this video lived up to what your expectations were. I hope it exceeded expectations. I took extra time. I kicked my family out of the house and I filmed this in the office, brought everything from downstairs, upstairs, tried to make a production out of it because I want this YouTube channel to grow and I want you guys to be entertained with great quality content. And I pray and I hope that that's exactly what this video was and that you want more, because that's the goal, more. Please let me know. Did you own a Sega Genesis? Leave it in the comments. And if you did, what was your favorite game? Leave it in the comments. Also, why was Sega better than Super Nintendo? Leave that in the comments. I'm sure the Nintendo people are gonna freaking hate that. And again, don't forget, if you know any games that you feel like I should have in my collection, that you'd be like, oh, Ethan Page would love that, let me know. I love my Sega Genesis. It'll be something that I continue to collect for and grow. It's one of my deepest roots of nostalgia when it comes to me being a kid and chasing that feeling. I remember getting the system. Thank you to my father, George, Big Daddy G, for starting this addiction. Mortal Kombat was a perfect tie-in for video games, action figures. I mean, I don't know if you can see them back there, but I got them all. And the fact that I did martial arts, I did karate, taekwondo. Mortal Kombat is huge to me. I still wear the merchandise at 33 years old with 2 children and a wife. I love Mortal Kombat and I will continue to, and that ties in with my Sega Genesis. I love Sega. I'm happy that it's still a brand. It sucks that they don't have their own system. The Genesis to me will forever be #1, a classic, timeless, and something that I will play until I die. So thanks to Sega, thanks to everyone that created these games, thanks to people that hoard out their properties to get games made. Your quick buck turned into me chasing all these carts and creating a very fun and memorable collection, and hopefully memorable video. Thanks to everyone who checked this out. And don't forget, guys, every Sunday, there's a brand new toy hunt where I look for games like this. If you've never seen my toy hunts and you came here because of Sega Genesis, thank you. Subscribe and turn on the alerts so you never miss a video, because I'm in the chat talking to you guys every Sunday at 1 o'clock with the fans, replying to comments. But if I'm not there, best way to get a hold of Eat the Page, patreon.com/Eat the Page, where we do a monthly Q&A that you get a guaranteed response from me. You could also get a follow on Twitter or Instagram. You could get quarterly mail with my autograph, some awesome treats like magnets, stickers, keychains, very cool exclusive stuff on patreon.com/Eat the Page. You want to support the videos, go there and support. You could also probably have watched this video before it even dropped, because early vlogs are always available on patreon.com/Eat the Page. And if you want to support, I also have merch for the toy hunts. Go to playedbyjulian.com, grab the merchandise, and support the weekly YouTube videos. Like, subscribe, and comment, guys, and I'll see you guys on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ego, me and my ego. He said I'm the man, better than you people. Forever he my hero, never be an equal. If you don't believe me, you can ask my ego. Ego, me and 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 my ego. Lights, camera, action, I'm here. Put me in your magazine, man of the year. You know I'm more than worthy of your little cover story. When I was a kid, my ego used to cover for me. Way back when, even now as men, we go and hit the town just to watch the bags bend. Me and my ego, two-seater black Benz. Oh, you have friends? I never needed those. All I keep is foes, and my feelings froze. Plus a couple evil secrets that my ego knows. You a tool, needle nose. See them bleachers sold? I am why they pay the fee. I'm the one they came to see. Ego, me and my ego. Hear no, see no, speak no evil. We a team, yo, yeah, you know how we roll. He said I'm a star, I should be the lead role. Ego, me and my ego. He said I'm the man, better than you people. Forever he my hero, never be an equal. If you don't believe me, you can ask my ego. Ego, me and 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 my ego. Doing what you really ain't able to do. It's a dinner for one, yet a table for two. Then I pay for the booth like I done came with a crew. Popping bottles by myself seems stranger to you than sci-fi. My